Welcome to the Ultimate 2v2 Fundamentals Road to Grand Champion series. In this series I will explain a fundamental rule every couple of episodes and highlight that particular fundamental throughout the gameplay. This series is going to prove a lot of people wrong, and the point I've been trying to make for the past 8 years now, that playing fast does not mean anything. And to prove so, I will be the slowest player in every game. After each match, we will compare the speeds of myself to my peers to prove that I'm the slowest. However, there is more. I have amassed over 1,147 hours of coaching at the time of saying this. And I've made a lot of notes and discovered a lot of things. And I am bringing all of those tips out this summer in my Ultimate Rocket League guide. If you don't want to wait, head over to the link in the description to get your hands on 3 pages for free, which will explain the fundamentals for the first and second man roles. Let's get into today's games. Yo, what's going on everybody? We are Division 3, almost Division 4. We won a game, lost 2 games and then won a game. So I've decided to start it from where we were to not waste too much time. Again, it was the same stuff. Teammates throwing the ball away. There are some times where, like, no matter what you do, it becomes impossible because you're kind of getting smashed either way. If you play first man, you're getting hit off the ball and they're not allowing you to create simple goals. If you're playing second man, they're just diving in and allowing the opponents to have full clearance to just smash you and do some difficult things to deal with. So it's really been tricky here. I'm going to move into this position and then I'm just going to back off. So we use our speed there to get to the ball as first man, and there's the diving in and there's the 2v1. Luckily, they're still on the ball. We're going to move into that. Bit too heavy from me. That's fine. And we're here. We're just going to wait now. Still going to wait because the ball's to them. So we don't need to rotate or do anything there. The ball is to them. And that's all we got to do. And now I'm the first man, so I can move in. I think, yep, I can. And we're going to grab this because they want this. And how do I know they want this? Because they're driving towards it. Not going to give them space here. Well played. Really well played. I don't think I can catch him up. That's a brilliant play. Again, you force them to go early. Man, these guys are doing really well here. Good fakes. Fair play. We're going to go back into this position. Really don't expect fakes at this rank. Could be a higher level player. That's really good. Oh, way too much height on that. That should have been a goal. Going to stay out. I definitely hit them. All right, we're here on the ball. I'm going to take our time. Nice high flick. Tried to go under. Nice. They didn't get the boost. I don't want to rotate here. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to rotate away. We're playing much closer now. This is exactly how you would play. Much, much closer game. There's that side flip, and guess where it goes? To the corner. Same fundamentals are now being dragged out a little bit. All about rushing for that, but again, and one of the reasons there's rushing is there's a lot of unnecessary hits in this rank away, so it becomes very difficult. You're going to see a lot of diving, which throws the ball away. That's really good from them. So we have to use our boost. This is called front end aggression to get in there. Our overall speed will still probably be lower, but what we need to be is we need to be the first man in control of this ball, take the speed out of the game. Then we can flick it. There it is. So all you got to do, you just need that ball for a split second. You can take the ball out. If I go fast forward, I'm moving into their territory too quickly. It's easy for them to read. If I slow it down and then lift it over the top, it's much harder for them to deal with, especially in the positioning used in the modern game. If they had the second man who was a bit more central, they'd be fine. Or their second man could be in that position, but they'd have to be extremely mechanical. And I mean extremely mechanical. That's a great shot though. There's that slide flip again. Get the track back there, and I'm here. Use this down when you're not going to have to press any of the other buttons. Like, I can't press any of these buttons while I do that, but that's fine because I can just drive and use this. This is why I love these bindings, because I can speed up and I can power slide all while using this. So I can do the most important things whilst doing that. Managed to use that move again. We're going to have to drive into this. Again, our speed is greatly going up here. I can appreciate that. I'm actually going to do that. I know my teammate was going to take that hit, but I was first man really, and they were going to sort of throw me under the bus. Because they were going to hit the ball to their teammates. It was going to go low, and I wasn't going to be able to get back. So I need to chill. Nothing's happening. Now, you'll probably see this in your games. Probably looks very similar. A lot of struggling to get out the corner. Nothing really happens. Oh, there's one right there. I was about to take it. And we'll grab this. But yeah, we're using backers mod. We got our replays ready. It goes into the middle because I had an outside 50, which is real dangerous. We're going to come grab that. Perfect. The only way for them to get that past us is to go above us. If they go above us, no goal. And we're here. This is going to be difficult. I'm going to try and reverse a little bit. The more space I can give myself as that second man to defend, the better, because it makes it harder for them. But again, they've dove in with 0 boost and they've gone up the wall. What can I do? I can't dive in there because that will just lead to the same situation. So I've got to try something that gives me a chance at least of saving it, which is to move with the ball. But yeah, as soon as you're diving into corner with 0 boost, that's like, this is the thing I'm saying. That skill is really easy to tell a new player. By the way, just don't dive into the opponent's corner. It's not worth it. Don't do that and you'll probably be all right. Really easy. There seems to be this thing of dive into the corner intentionally, even though it's a skill you should never be doing. And you'll get really good because you'll put yourself into really bad positions. It's the craziest logic I've ever heard in my life. So there you go. So you can definitely teach game sense early on. And actually, the higher you get, the harder it becomes. Like, a lot of players be like, oh, I find that hard. And it's because they learn to play the dive method. But, like, you're not going to have people shoot shots. Like, I did a save that most people might consider difficult. But you're not going to have people do that in bronze and stuff. Mainly, you just want to get this fundamental solid positioning. Because they're not going to be able to flick the ball. You know what I mean? You're just going to have to get these positions. Teammate just dove in as last man. Now we have no protection at the back. So we're going to have to throw that away. I didn't want to. I wanted to take my time to assess the situation. But I don't have time. So we're here. We're back here. I don't normally like to be this far back. But because of the diving, it's opening up this area. You see it opening up? I'm going to jump over this bump. Try and take a 50 slide on. We're going to grab this. There's another play forward. And it comes straight back to the net. You guessed it. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Almost like we should stop trying to force the ball forward. They're going to do the same, though. But I know they're on low boost. So we're completely safe. As long as I've got my distance as first man, which I have, we should be fine here. Nice shot. That should be game. GG. All right, here we go then. Numero 2, game number 2. We are now 1261. Pretty good indeed. I'd imagine we're still the slowest player. We're going to find out. Dangerous that teammate went for the boost there. You caused the you saw the issues it could have caused. Almost. If I got that off a second earlier, it would have been okay. They timed that well. I was struggling to get it off the wall. And again, I'm doing this without being able to see them, which isn't ideal. We're just going based off... Nice shot. There you go. We're just going based off the fact that opponents just dive in. And they do it like after like a second, it seems. So we just touch it and flick it. But again, it's because we're seeing them earlier on. You would always do that move. Just throw that onto the net. There you'd obviously try and score that. But if you ever end up in that situation, always take that pinch. Nice. Look here. If you're slow on boost, I just hope they don't dive in. Alright, well this is going to be tricky. Luckily they play it to the corner. We're going to be able to grab that. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I got tangled. Tangled by the teammate. As soon as they dove in, the odds of us being successful now just dropped so much. Should have backflipped there. I didn't want to backflip and get bumped. What does that mean? Okay, YOLO. Okay. Means they got it. Nice. They're sticking around here, so I'm assuming they got it again. Nice. Looks like this player is very aggressive, so it's going to be tricky. Tricky game. Ah, nice. Nice from them. Good kickoff follow. Ah, yep. They're saying lock in. Oh, what the hell? Okay, you're right. I need to lock it. Oh, that's a better kickoff. Whoa, no demo? I thought I was in their car. As you slow down to take control of the ball there, that's a bit awkward. Okay, so they've put... There we go. There's that goal. There's a goal opportunity. Let's go, teammate. Let's go. Push it. There we go. Give him a bit of hype. We finally get some boost off of a kickoff. And we're here. Gonna pop that high. They both, I'm gonna say, look a little bit tentative there. We're here. And what he say is that our percent behind the ball this game is not good. This is great. That is the world's craziest flip from me. I was hoping to follow that, but never mind. Nice try from the teammate. Oh, they're saying go for it, but like I didn't want to go for it because of that. Look how much more successful it is if they just stay on that ball. Look how that's so much more successful if they didn't go overboard on the mechanics. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Little lateral drill. You can do this all day. First thing you learn. Pink belt, baby. Too quick, too slick. Bar down, all around, turn around, funky clown. All right. Teammate go for more balls. We're winning, dude. We're winning. We're winning. And we've been winning a lot. So let's not worry too much. Okay, you just went for a ball and missed it. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. This is what I'm talking about. You're going so quick. I'd say go for less balls. Go for less balls. There we go. Because they actually just scored an own goal. You missed and then pinched own goal. Let's see how they like the criticism back at them. See if they can handle that. Or will they go into insults and game throwing? Let's find out. Let's see if they're a blue pillar, shall we? Oh, they've just stole the boost off us. Now we're screwed. Now we're screwed because they try to get involved as second man because they've been lied to. Look how awkward it makes us. And now they're on 0 boost. Just because they rotated in when they didn't need to. Now we're just completely screwed here. Okay, can I take this ball or are you going to throw it away with 0 boost? You're going to throw it away with 0 boost. I don't know what you want me to do, buddy. I don't know what you want me to do. And you're diving in with 0 boost. Here we go. It's opportunity for me to get an outplay. Try and go to the net. Again, I'm trying so hard not to get tangled with this guy. Like, they're so close to me and so all over it, but like inconsistent. Makes it really difficult. But if we saw through the smoke there, just tapped it in. Let's see. Let's see if they get angry. Let's see what they do. Let's see. Are they writing a reply? I missed okay, but I didn't own goal. I think you did. Okay, luckily we get the touch there. This is good. They're on low boost. I'm going to throw that. It should have been a goal. This is good for us. Because now I can creep into first man spot. And teammate's going to try and get involved. Yeah, they're going to try and get involved. And that is not the best touch. They could score this. Oh, no. With a shot they could have. Not with that. Not with that boost, Rainer. Oh, please get on the backboard. Please get on the backboard. Please get on the backboard. There's an open net again, buddy. Thank me later. Thank me later while you're flipping around all over the place. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. Thanks. Live your truth, man. Live your truth. Yeah, well, they said nice bastard. We know they're not lying. Weird, though. If I would have gone for the ball like they suggested, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Man, this guy seems all right. I was in a real good first man position. He's really pushed up. I'm just going to try and bump this player to the outside. This is going to be difficult. Nice. They put it across there. But we're getting a lot of dives from the teammate with low boost. I can't really pick up these balls because they keep like going in there and cutting the rotation, which isn't bad, but they're doing it in a bad way. They would have been a good one for me. Good 50 from them. Again, they've got to stop that. They've got to stop that. We did get a connection, but they didn't because they didn't stop it. They could have stopped that. They're very difficult. Very open positioning is what I would call it. The positioning is very open. Well, I'll play first man for a bit here and we should be fine. Should be absolutely fine here. That's not even in. Oh, it almost is because I'm getting bumped around. You're on 0. You're on 0. You're on 0. Go back to net. Go back to net. I'll just deal with this. This is no. Not helping, are you? You're on 0 boost and you're driving away from a good position. This is probably a goal. So this is what you have to deal with at this rank. Almost a goal. Oh, baby. Man, these players... they don't learn game sense. Game sense don't come naturally to them because they think they're in the right. So where's the game sense? Okay? That just shows you how bad the game sense is there. On the ball, taking our time. We're in no danger at all. They've got time to grab pads, get back to a solid deep net position, see what's going on. Instead, they try and take me off the ball and they got 0 boost and they just flip forward. And they say they get their game sense naturally. Okay. Okay, I don't believe you. I don't believe ya. Alright, we're going to be 1280 after this one. This could be the Div 3 game. I don't know what Div 4 game. I don't know what Div 4 is. Okay, we're going to fake into that to get much closer. Good bump from them. Just again to delay them. That's fine for us. They got to be low on boost here. Yeah, this is good. Inside to outside to take this. Boom. Double jump. Look for a bump. Or I'm just going to spam that, by the way. If we're in a situation where the ball's moving quick like this one, the best thing you can do is just double jump bump all day because you're just going to force them. If you flick it there, it's hard to catch up. You're probably going to mess your flick up. You can just bury that flick into the ground, which can work. But you can also sky it. It's just inconsistent. That was a good fake. Okay. Boom. Okay, they're there. We might try that move again. Trying to block the middle. People say you're trying to get involved as second man. That was a tough one, I gotta be honest, guys. Didn't really know what to do. Okay, now normally you'd go for an aerial there. But you don't need to. You can just shoot it in. But you can aerial that as you get higher rank. Because this is what's important. The central positioning allows you to jab it up. It's amazing. All these players who work on all these mechanics, you'd never see it. You'd never see it in game when you play with like fundamentals until you get to like a real high rank. It's because you just don't have the space to. That's because of positioning. So there I had the ball come directly to me. It's something Zen's really good at, to be honest. Look at the rotation. They just can't leave the ball. Nice idea going inside to outside. Now this is now my ball. You don't have to worry about it. I'm moving into it. You're just going to score an own goal. Don't need to apologise, mate. No need to take accountability for your actions of smashing the ball into me. Well, they faked the kickoff. I'm going to fake the kickoff. They end up taking the race to the boost. And then centering the ball. Almost screwing us over yet again. Man, it's like they... I think it's easier without them. Like, mine and Precept's series, like the 2v1 to GC, and we're like GC3 now, is a hell of a lot easier than this is. Because they just, like, screw you up as much as possible, it feels like, with their it's inverted play. That's the nicest way of I'm saying this. Like, see how he's ahead of me? I just don't know why. I didn't even beat the first man, so why are we going for the second man demo? Oh, jeez, so dangerous. Gonna have to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Didn't get the flick. If you ever don't get the flick and it's like you're versus the last man, go for the demo every time. Managed to get him, but hitting the ball into the middle too much here. Way too much. Having to use speed again. Not because you need speed, because everyone's trying to play so fast. The quality of the hits is outrageously low. Nice shot. How did they get that through? Nice save. Nice save again. Not sure how that got through. Again, these servers have been pretty terrible lately. We're going to go here and wait here. That's almost a goal. Nice try. Just going to wait. Going to have to come in now because they dove in with 0 boost. We're here. That's it. That's easy. That's that move again. Don't... Why are you fighting me, mate? Why did you keep fighting me? I'm on the ball and you keep trying to go ahead. And I got told you guys get game sense, but I've not seen any of it. In fact, I didn't see it when I got to Grand Champ before. I didn't see it when I got to Grand Champ 2 before solo queue. Similar style. Never saw any game sense. I'm not going to air roll and I'm not going to double jump just to make that real simple. Oh, right. I thought they'd be following there. My bad, of course. They needed that back boost there. Oh, don't center this ball up. This is outrageous. It can happen by accidents before, but we should be fine as long as they jump. Oh, man. I'm going to go back into that. This is mad. I'm trying to play a game that's logical and it's just... yeah, no, you're sort of the odd one out here. They want to just chase this ball and play it across the face of the net. It's so dangerous. And dive in. I mean, what do I do? If they go for a demo here, I'm screwed. I thought they'd go for a demo there. Going to take that to the outside. And you're just basically defending. The only way to win is to play net. Stay in net, stay in net, stay in net. Easy save if you do. Nice. But we're worried they were going to go for boost. Good thinking. Gonna do that. They've both committed, so we should be absolutely fine as long as they don't throw it away. We've got to get back fast here. Okay. That could be a goal. Nice. Well, second man's wide here. On their team, they're both wide really, but second man's wide. So they can't really catch it up. Difficult though. Not the best movement from their first man. Alright, this could be it. This could be Division 4. Let's see if it is. Let's see, did we do it? No, we've got one more game. Oh, not this again. Did we got log in? Hold on. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, guys. We've got a 3-2 win here. Positioning. Percent behind the ball. Close all round. We just managed to creep it. And movement from players. Again, much higher than we want to go. Trying to catch up to the ball. 4-0 here. Nice chilled out game. Positioning. Oh, great from the teammate. Nice behind the ball. Look how low they were. This is why we had a real high chance of winning. And again, 58. So we're having to use a bit more speed to catch up the ball. Again, not because you need to use speed, but because the ball is being hit away from everyone and just dive. But speed isn't really what you're after. You're after quality.
Hey, if you're trying to rank up in Rocket League, you gotta check out the Pacifist System. Completely changed the way I play the game. Was so frustrated before, not understanding why some games we were winning, some games we were losing. My understanding of the game has just exploded after taking this course. I can't recommend it enough. It's like steroids for game sense.
Notice that we've naturally started to increase the pace to get to those loose balls. But again, if everyone was playing this, it would probably be quite a slow game. And it's more about the millimeter and the little changes. We've got to watch for this demo here. Good stuff from the teammate to be awkward. Great stuff from them, and they've gone for the shot. I'm amazed they got through with that. That's crazy. Luckily it didn't go in, but that is surprising. Very surprising. Very rare that would happen. We're going to move forward. They're sort of playing against each other here because second man's trying to pick it up, which is going to make it really awkward for them. Yeah, nice. Good, great swipe from them. I know they're low on boost. We're going to turn here and take our time. Yeah, I knew they were low, so I took that. Teammate can finish. They're going to come from the side. Oh, they missed. Fake it. Get that. That's difficult. Again, because second man pushed into the corner, we got nowhere to run. How easy it is to defend that as first man. Now we can go. You can shoot that. If you're second man, you can just shoot that forward. Yeah, they shot it straight away. It's a goal. They didn't even need to get it on target. This is good for us. Throw it high. They're both up. Gonna tap it there. Should be, yeah, nice. Doesn't need to be quick, just need to be well placed. They're both struggling here. The player, yeah, they're sort of just out of position. So we just hit it to that side. We blinded them by jabbing it high. That's why it's so important to do that. Okay. They're both near the corner. This could be a good opportunity for us. Okay, we're going to come in here and grab that. They're pushing it back, so we're going to stay on them. How are they not demoed there? I'm really unsure how they're not demoed. But I almost scored a goal there. So again, that's where you use your speed. The demo, if I got the demo, I would have stopped there. They missed the ball quite a few. There's an open net. There we go. Second man, out of position. So we're using our speed now but with runner fundamentals, because I've got my vision, because I've been working on that just by staying in second spot, I can tell where they're going to go. And it's just a side flip. My speed is just to get me to the ball, and then I'll work it out from there. A lot of time it's fakes, but here, because they're so out of position, you get a lot of goals. You're not going to get this at like GC3. You're not going to get these kind of goals. Nice shot from them. You're going to, yeah, you're going to have a bit of a difficult. That's a great shot. Bad positioning from me here, and I should have side flipped. Thought I had it covered, and I clearly didn't. So, not good. That's good. That's going to bounce awkwardly. That could be a goal. I'm going to reverse. The reason well, that's a great save. The reason I reverse there is that if they hit me, I'm going to bump into them. Okay, I'm really confused. There's always go on a smoke screen, because the defender is in a terrible spot when they got smoke screened. Think about it yourself. How horrible does it feel when you get smoke screened, right? There we go. That's an open net team, I think. Actually, maybe for me. Good positioning from D here. We're going to take this. I'm first man, but they're there, so I'm going to have to move away. Yeah, I'm not the big fan of that because it forces them to dive in, and it almost gets a counter goal, but they're overdoing it. Demo. I thought they'd go for a demo there, to be honest. We got a 2v1, and they could just take him out. I really thought they'd go for a demo. They start backing off there. Did we just play it low? I can't go for a flick or anything like that, because obviously if they counter it, it's too powerful, especially when this player's sort of out of position there, because they didn't get the demo or a bump or anything like that. So we're going to follow up. Here. That's a good pass. Okay, slow. Wow, I missed the ball again. My bad, guys. What is going on? No blame there. We just missed the ball. Good 50 from the teammate. It is forward, but it's not bad because it puts it into the corner. They're overdoing it. That's our opportunity. We pick up the ball here. Try to make it awkward. Again, you use your speed there to chase the ball down as first man. That's where you actually use your speed. But if they didn't keep throwing it away, you wouldn't have to. Nice. Go into that. Wait. Little recovery. So just a little air roll. Like I say, it's basically a tornado spin at the beginning. Just to figure it out. You can just air roll into the position that you need. Teammates gone all in here. They're on low boost here. That's the only problem. It's going to roll. Going to pinch. It should never be in there. There are very, very, very rare occasions that might hit a post. It's so rare though. Always leave that for first man. Always leave that for first man. As I've been saying through this series, you can see why I'm already there. Teammates in the right position. Watch this. This 50 would happen. They'd be in the net and they could just shoot it out. And that's an open net. It makes much more sense than rotating and never getting an opportunity at an open net. And that's super high percentage. It's so easy for the first man to do that because you're moving with the ball the whole way around, not for a split period of time. But again, difficult. Shouldn't have played first man there. That's my bad. But hopefully this series is helping. Here we go. We're going to move away. I'm going to have to take that. Ideally, we wanted them not to go so far out the play so that they could go up themselves. They're flipping, so I'm just going to clear that. All right, I need to get out of here because this teammate's scaring me a bit. Yeah, they're really open. We've got the lead. We do not need these crazy overcommits. We don't need to play fast. Damn. This is so hard to read. They've missed, thankfully. Teammate needs to slide flip. Yeah, they're being so aggressive when we've got the lead. This is so infuriating. Like, why are we giving them the format? Why aren't they boosting? They've got boost and they're just chilling. I don't understand why they're not going up and defending that. It's just very lazy play, that is. You'd think they'd be defending. They're going to use so much effort to try and score when we've already got the lead and put themselves into bad position. This is going to be tough. You'd think that they would follow that up. There, open it, please. Go on, one more. Nice, thank God for that. Whew. Tough games. Again, they're both diving in, spinning around and whiffing the ball because they're spinning around. And actually, they waited. They waited in a good position that time. It's a difficult bounce. You know what we say? Nice. They shot high to low, so it's game over. And we shoot low to high, so that's a good game. GG for us. Very hard for them to score this now. We can wait. Probably don't need to touch the controller, but I'm going to because they dove in again. And thankfully, they just hit it into the corner. See the diving, how dangerous it is, guys. Jolly good show. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, 4-game win streak, which isn't bad. After a win, double loss and a win. We're Division 4 here. And we're still having to put a lot of effort in because of some of the craziness. Okay, guys, I actually can't get the replays on here. I've been waiting about 15 minutes and nothing's happening. So I'm not sure what's going on. Backers mod is on, which I'm a little bit upset about because obviously I really wanted to go through these stats. So what I might do is put these available on Discord and someone can try and put them on their side. I have uploaded them to server, but it's given that 2-second timeout stuff. I do have a lot of issues with ballchasing.com. As good as a resource as it sometimes does stuff like this. So it's a shame that it's done it on this episode, but I'm hoping it's all still helping, guys, even if we are a little bit quicker here. Because obviously we're having to pick up the loose balls. Hopefully you can still see that we're using the same exact moves, the basics. We're blocking a lot of side flip 50s, you know, really high percentage 50s and high percentage shots and stuff like that you can learn if you focus on the right areas. Guys, thank you so much. And if you want to find out more, download the book below, and also check out the Discord where you can get the information on the Pacifist System and the next Pacifist cohort, which I've had a lot of people messaging me about. So thank you so much. I got a feeling this is going to be the biggest one yet. And yeah, I'd love you guys to be there. And we'll see you next time. Take care and peace out. Peace, peace.